Alright guys, this is a Lenovo Legion 7i, right? Glacier White version. Now I'm running it with an RME. You guys know that I keep my MTK Soundcraft back there. Got some hardware over here and all that, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Mac and PC, right? The differences. Now, I bought this laptop because I recently had a Mac M4, and I got it because they were like, oh, it's faster than this, it's faster than that, and it's amazing, and you could track through your plugins without any latency, and it's pretty much turns all your software into UAD, which it does for the most part. It does. Like, the claims is true. You can track through a plugin with very minimal latency, depending on your interface, bro. But the M4 is fucking great when it comes to that. What it's not great for is this, right? It's not great if you already are used to the freedom of being on Windows computer, right? If you are fucking like a guy that, you know, always fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? If you're a guy that is just used to the ease, bro, you're just used to not dealing with any bullshit, that Mac is going to piss you off. I'm just going to tell you straight up. The Mac is pretty much a device, in my opinion, that takes 1 plus 1 and turns it into what is the square root of the hypothesis of Albert Einstein's shoelace. You see, just silly shit like, oh, you know, the market is an hour away, but Dan has to stop and get food for his children, and traffic says that it's going to be 30 minutes in traffic. When will Dan arrive? An estimate. How late will Dan be? Like, just dumb shit. Like, shit that's just simple as just fucking 1 plus. Hey, guys, what's 1 plus 1? Oh, it's 2. And you're just on your motherfucking day, bro. Mac is going to take 1 plus 1 and totally delete that question. And they're going to give you some weird ass trigonometry ass next level rocket fuel propulsion, and you're going to come out with the same result, though. That's the thing about it. Like, after going through all that hell, you're not going to get something that I didn't have. So basically what I'm trying to say is this, right? If I want to install a program or something like Acoustica Audio, Nebula 4 or something, or fucking L-Ray on a computer, a PC, it's very simple. It's, bro, what's wrong? You retarded? Click the button. Okay, now take the mouse. Okay, double click it. All right, you see it says administrative privilege? Click yes. Okay, now click next. Click next. Agree to the terms. Show them where you want to install it. Okay, now press OK. And then you go and open your DAW, and guess what? It's right there. That's it. It's just 1 plus 1 is 2. That's it. We're not going through a bunch of shit. Whereas Mac, no, you got to open terminal. You got to fucking // type some crazy shit in. And if there's certain programs that Silicon doesn't like, okay, now you're going to have to turn the whole PC off. You're going to have to fucking boot it up into damn safety mode and do some back end shit. And it's just really annoying, bro. Like, long story short, that Apple, it was the most frustrating experience that I have ever dealt with the computer. And this is why I stopped fucking with Macs years ago, bro. I had a Mac, like, I bought a Mac Tower. Like, I had a Mac, the Tower, bro, fully specced out. Man, I worked with that shit for all of like 15 days. I was like, man, fuck this thing. I got rid of it, sent it back, went and got like a big ass Z workstation from HP. You know, got like I had a MacBook Pro back in the day. Loved it, hated it. You know, loved it. Why? Because of how fucking cool it is. Now, guys, even PC fanboys is going to admit, like, unless you into a certain aesthetic, but If you just like really clean shit, you're a suave person, Mac got it, bro. Mac, that shit is clean. You pull that little shit, especially you got like a fucking MacBook Air. It's just chrome. You pull out your little tiny small charger, plug it up. It's like a luxury studio apartment in your bag. It's just so clean. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie American Psycho. It's like American Psycho's apartment. What laptop would fit perfectly in that apartment of fucking Patrick Bateman? It would have to be a Mac all day and night. You know, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, all day and night. Just clean, minimalist, successful. It looks beautiful. So I loved it from that aspect. I loved it from the aspect of battery life. You charge this shit up, you could take it outside like a cell phone, bro. You could take this shit outside like your cell phone, okay? Like how you charge your cell phone up real good and you leave the house, that shit should last you all day, bro. It's like having an iPhone with no battery issues. Excellent battery life, very quiet machine. I love it for those aspects. I hate it for non-Mac based applications. Now, some worked better than others. I'm not going to say every single thing that I downloaded sent me through hell, but particular things like Acoustica Audio, I never got it to work. Never got Acoustica Audio working, anything on there. Nothing from Acoustica Audio did I get to work. Nothing from Nebula 4, nothing. And see, this is my bread and butter, bro. So it's not like something, oh, okay, cool, I can go without it. No, no. Acoustica Audio is hardware in a box. That's like saying, well, just get rid of your, vintage EQ. I know the damn thing is, a fucking rare collectible with direct wire-to-wire cabling with no ICs, but just get rid of it. It's not a big deal. No, it's a big deal, bro. You can't even buy shit off the shelf like that anymore. And if you can, it's going to run your ass like $8,000. I'm not getting rid of my fucking equalizer so I could be able to say that I got a Mac. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Like, I wasn't able to use Nebula 4 and shit like that, which is just totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable, considering the fact the only reason I bought it was to be able to track through Nebula 4 plugins and to be able to mix with it with little to no glitch, right? So that was a major red flag. What was else? What else? Nuendo. I normally use Studio One. That's my main DAW. But Nuendo. Nuendo is the shit. Nuendo 14 is the shit, dude. Is the shit. Like, it's just like, you just got to know to know. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. Nuendo, Cubase 14. Do I like it as much as Studio One as far as the way it looks? Hell no. Absolutely not. Studio One is like, that shit is like GarageBand or some shit with like professional features. It's just, you jump right in there. It's nothing in the way of you and the music. You're just making music. No weird ass menus. Cubase, Nuendo, you're going to do some menu diving. A few things going to be a bit different. But overall, it is still the shit, right? And their internal plugins that just come with the device is on another level than anything that I've seen out of any DAW. You know what I mean? I had a problem installing that on the Mac. Did I install it? Yes and no. I got Cubase 14 to work with it. Nuendo, for some reason, even though it was acknowledging my audio interface and my inputs, it will not acknowledge my vocals, period. No matter what microphone, phantom power, routing, any of that, it will not accept a signal from a microphone. That's something else. So it got to a point where I was like, man, the fuck with this thing, bro. And I just got rid of it. I got rid of it. I sold it. I got rid of the M4 fast. Got rid of it fast. Because the more research that I did, I found out that actually this is as fast as the M4. So when you're watching all of these, what do you call it? These benchmarks and shit, and you're like, oh, it's blazing fast. The M4 smoked it. And you got to understand that, like, these benchmarks are using, like, Apple-based programs. Yeah, Apple-based is going to smoke some shit using its own, a program that was built just for the M-series chips. Is optimized for Apple. Yeah, it's going to do that because it's using the efficiency and processing core, like performance cores, a certain way. Yeah, it's going to do that. But if you're not an Apple user, and all your programs are not Apple Silicon based, that does not matter to you in the real world, right? One thing I could say about Apple that was good was Logic and Final Cut Pro. That's the only thing I miss about Apple. I never dealt with Logic. I never used Logic as a dog. When I did, I liked it. I did like it. The plugins, I liked it. I liked the way it looked. For something to be gray, it had a lot of life to it, which is weird because like gray is not a lively color. Gray doesn't scream excitement and shit, but it's something about it, man. Like that gray, it was a certain shade of gray. The way they did it is very poppy, airy, light, and it's just nice to look at while you're working. Chroma Glow, amazing plugin. They got the AI drummer and all of that, which is all right. You know, they got the AI bass and AI piano. That's cool. You can get some work done with that. But, you know, I'm not really into AI shit like that. Like some shit like just doing the music for you. And when I did experiment with it, it was very limited. So it's kind of gimmicky, if you ask me. It's really gimmicky because no matter how you move that shit around, it's going to play them keys a certain way. And it's only a certain amount of ways that it's going to do it. Like, you're not going to get on there and get no Scott Storch shit. It's not going to have any life. It's going to be some orchestra shit. Like, it's going to play them keys as politically correct as possible, if that makes any sense. It's going to be some real political correct key playing in there, bro. You ain't getting no funky ass P-Funk bass lines. Forget about it. None of that shit is going to break the West Coast in half. You're not breaking no clubs with no AI Logic shit. Forget about it. Another thing that they were really good with was their stock sounds. Meaning, like, you could download kits, you know, drum kits and all that. That shit was actually out of the box workable, bro. Like, them kits was good enough. Like, that's it was like some third party shit. Like, if you're using Logic with no external hard drive, you're only using the internal space on your fucking computer, you got at least 500 gigabytes in that bitch, bro, you could literally just use that laptop by itself. Like, literally just have a little mini, like some shit like an MVAV, put that bitch in your book bag with a mini wireless MIDI controller and a charger. That's a studio, bro. It's a studio, bro. Like, no cap. So I give it that. Final Cut Pro was like fucking CapCut. It was just very silly in a good way. Like, it was like stupid. Like, Final Cut Pro was like a video editing software designed for 5th graders, bro. Like, these motherfuckers coming straight out of 4th grade. We're going to start them off with some light editing. But if they're nerdy enough, they can get freaky with this shit. This shit can get out of control. It was like that. It was like the way that it was built was very just simple looking. For some reason, the way my eyes perceived Final Cut Pro, and you could like add all type of plugins and shit. It was nice, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if they could if Windows could bring those two programs over, there would be absolutely no reason to be on a Mac, in my opinion. Which they're not gonna do because those are Apple products, period. But like I said, this computer right here is actually faster than a base M4 and about as fast as an M4 Pro. It's actually faster than the M4 Pro multi-core for sure. Faster than an M3 Ultra multi-core. You know, and depending on what variant you get, it can be faster than the M4 Max. If you get like an i9 49, what was it? i9 14900HX, go YouTube it. It smokes an M4 Max all the way around. It smokes it because an i9 14900HX is gonna come with a graphic card 8 out of 10 times. So you might say, well, nah, man, the Max got the graphics and 30 cores, GPU. Yeah, this thing has a 4080. So yeah, fuck your GPU, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit got a 4090 in it. Like, no, it smokes it at anything you want to do. Like, everything is going to be better than it, everything. Single core, you'd be like, oh no, the single core score. Yeah, those single core scores is gathered from base clocks on Windows. Always remember that. When they show you how much faster the Mac is, yeah, the base clock on that Mac is 4.4. the base clock on that window is like 2.5. Yes, it's going to smoke it. But the fact that 2.5 even kept up with it that good is insane. One. Two, you cannot overclock that motherfucking CPU on that Mac. On this, you absolutely can overclock this, right? You got a 14900HX, you could overclock that bitch damn near to 6 gigahertz, my man. 4.4, forget about it. This thing's going up to 5.8. You see what I'm saying? So it's actually, when you look at this, this is, and here's the kicker. This is the same exact size as a MacBook Pro M4 Max. It's the same size as it. MacBook Pro 16. The M4 Pro / Mac, this is the same exact size. So it's not big. It's not small, but it ain't just big. You get your Thunderbolts and shit. It's clean. It's clean, okay? Clean, bro. So far, like I said, it's better. This is a Mac with freedom. Imagine you get all that horsepower. You could still track your plugins live through this. You could still do the low buffer rates. But it's just a joy to use. It's just so much easier, man. It's just, oh my goodness. Everything about it is just easier, guys. So that's my take on it. You know, all you Mac fanboys, I mean, no disrespect to you. If you grew up in jail, then you're used to jail. And jail is great. You know what I'm saying? But a guy that, you know, is used to being free, waking up when he wants to, going where he wants to, driving and eating what he wants to eat for the day, no, Mac is no place. That's why even on Androids, they'll call it rooting it. On iOS, they call that shit a jailbreak. Jailbreak your iOS. Jailbreak your iPhone. Why are they saying jailbreak? Because iOS and Apple products are jail. Period, bro. You're paying all of that money, and then you get a product that you are not in total control of. You cannot do what you want to do on an Apple product. They're not going to have that. I'm signing out.